Hi everyone, this is Boris. Welcome to another episode of Sketchman Draws. So today, I'm just going to do a real-time demo on how I would draw from a picture. So for those of you for whom this is if you're watching this video for the first time, please consider subscribing if you like this content, and please share. So now let's get to the content. So if you want to know the basics that I taught for this tutorial, you can check out. I'm trying to point where I'm going to put the link to the previous video from last week, where I cover the basics that you need to know. And I think I would suggest watching that video first and then watching this video. Or if you're a little bit advanced, just follow along. All you need is a paper, pencil, and eraser. And so I'm using Clip Studio Paint. So this is just for beginners. So I just want to give you a few pointers to get you started. So I went with the idea of, which I truly believe that will really help you a lot as an artist, as someone who draws, who makes pictures, is to think like a sculptor, especially when you're trying to draw 3D objects, right? Like, so you want to give that 3D dimension to your drawing. So and this is just a random picture that I've chosen because I just found the face really interesting, and instead of the random handsome face, like that we find in models. So here I took basically I took the picture of an egg, right? And then I just sort of tried to resize it to the size of the head, as if to show that, the shape of the egg will be the clay that we will be shaping to get to the shape of the face. Okay, so in this case, let's do it together because that's more fun. So again, we can adjust as we go along, but so let's say the egg could be like this. I go directly to the egg. I know that in a lot of tutorials people tell you to draw the circle and then the shape for the chin, which is fine. You can also do that, but what I'm trying to do is just giving you like an easy way to block things first, and giving you pointers like eggs and these objects, that the everyday objects that you can visualize, so that you understand that because visualizing is very important for drawing, right? So put the egg, right? And then we need so the faces are symmetrical, right? So we need to find the middle of the face. So here in the picture, the person is not looking straight at us. It's like the face is a little bit turned the other way. You know how I can tell? So let me zoom in. If you look at the nose here, right? So this, like the nostril, we see more of this nostril than this one. And so I don't know, that sort of gives, and also there's a little bit of not a tilt, but like turning that way. So instead of drawing a straight line, if the person was looking straight at us, like the line will be straight. I'm just curving the drawing a little bit because, again, the reason why taking the example of the egg is that the surface is curved, right? Like this way, let me like this way, but also like this way, right? Like, so it's also curved this way. So and that gives you, because a lot of the beginners who draw faces, like it looks flat because people don't keep that in mind. So trying to visualize it and then give you. So now we're going for the landmarks. So landmarks, so just to give a quite quick reminder, so the hairline, the eyebrows, so this line, just bottom of the nose, and the chin. Okay, so you need to place those landmarks first. So let's say and by the way, when I draw the egg, I'm not counting the hair, the volume of the hair. The volume of the hair comes on top of like it's like an additional volume that comes on top of the head itself. So when we are drawing the egg, we are trying to sort of visualize and then like sort of block the actual like the head. I really mean the head, like without the hair, because the volume of the hair is something completely different. That I'll do a video on it in the future, how to draw different types of hair, because I've done a video on how to draw hair in 3 steps, but I want to go in more in detail because as I teach people, I also learn a lot. So um, so I'm going to place it here, okay? And instead of drawing a straight line, I'm curving it this way because I can see in the picture that the hairline is, that's the arc that the hairline has. Okay. Next one is the eyebrow line, right? So here, as I'm looking at the picture, so he has quite a big forehead, right? Like unlike mine, like I mean, you can't see it, but like I have like a really small forehead. So that can also really help you capture the likeness. And don't worry about that, just try your best for the moment. So I'm going to put somewhere here, okay? And again, we can change, but for the moment I decide to. And I feel like the eyebrows are pretty much straight, so I'm just going to draw a straight line. So now the bottom of the nose will be somewhere here, okay? And then of course the chin, right? And of course the chin doesn't count the beard, because beard, like the hair, like I said, is just an additional volume there. So now we have our hairline, our eyebrow line, our nose, and okay, we know where the chin is. So now let's try to figure the shape of the jawline, right? So in this case, he doesn't have a rounded face at all. So if the so let me take a really thick brush, so just to show. If the eyebrow line is here, okay, can you see that yellow mark? His chin starts to narrow down in that spot, right? So I'm going to do the same thing in my sketch, which is, so the eyebrow is here, so the chin is going to start, and same thing on the other side, right? So okay, let me erase that. And these are the reasons why artists, sometimes I forget, and then I wonder like, oh, why doesn't it look like the picture? And it's because, yeah, I didn't follow these reference lines, because there's a reason why they've been in place. Again, I'm just like placing the hairline here. Okay, maybe I'm going too fast a bit, but it's okay. I'm catching myself, slowing myself down. So for the eyebrows, again, go check out the video. I've done the video about that. I do the eyebrow and then the eye socket, so sort of glasses like this. And you'll see it really helps to sort of block the eye and the eyebrows, the eyes and the eyebrows. So we could make it a little bit more exaggerated. It's okay. As we go along, I'm trying to clean up the drawing. I really want to capture that line here on the bridge of the nose, here. So because I feel like that will really help me. And again, for the nose, so I'm looking for that bird shape. So if you watch the previous video, you'll know what I mean. So that the bottom of the nose, like, it's sort of shaped like the symbol that we draw for birds, like this. And different people have different sort of shapes for that. So we just need to find the one that matches this one. Again, I'm just drawing in. I'm not going to go into detail. So if you want, you can spend more time on this, adding details. But I'm just showing you how to approach um, a picture, even a picture with so many details like this one, and not be intimidated by it. And don't worry about, like, getting messy. And I also noticed that in the beginning, artists tend to be very stiff, very tight, and then as you get more practice in, you become loose and more confident. And so and then slowly the process of creating art becomes this kind of conversation with your art, rather than just like fighting to find the art, like so. Again, remember the C curves for the ears and the butterfly wings. And I'm going to top it off with so you can do this. Try it with your picture, um, and you'll see it's very quite interesting to observe yourself. Um, Let me clean this up a bit. Um, so the placement of the eyes are wrong, so I could change that. But with all the elements we need is there now, to the rest is like rendering, adding details, so on. But of course, I'm not going to get into that today. This is just for sketching a portrait, and I wanted to do it in real time so that even when you play this back, which I encourage you to do, okay. So I definitely messed up the width of the I just made him like turn away a little bit, which is okay. Let me try again. Because before he becomes cross-eyed. So yeah, I just noticed that I made the eye too small. I just went in too quickly, but it's okay. I was able to catch up later on. Yeah, so this is basically, I just wanted to show you like how I would go about like drawing a portrait, at least like establishing blocking portrait drawing. So here I could spend like many hours like just going adjusting, and I need to flip it to see if it's really makes sense because there's something wrong there. So what it is, what is it? And you can clearly see it's the eyes, right? Like so, um, and in digitally I could move it, but I'm just stopping myself from doing it because I also want to show that like it can be done with a paper. Doesn't mean that you need a digital tool to learn to draw. Yeah. So if you have any questions, please leave them in the comment section below. Also, for suggestions, you may do the same. And I mean, I hope you like this. I just wanted to make this real-time demo. Again, I would like to remind people that these are just workshops that I give every Sunday. So you could actually check out the events in the group. So the link is in the description of this video. But other than that, I would like to thank you for watching. And even though I wouldn't call this a complete success because we didn't capture the likeness, and that was not the point, because the likeness, to be completely honest, I'm really bad at likeness. But what I am good at is like capturing the characteristics, and I think we did capture the characteristics of the character, and in terms of cartooning, right? So as far as sketch goes, I'm really happy with it. I'm really happy that I follow the different steps, and I encourage you to do the same. And other than that, yeah, thank you for watching. And this is Boris for Sketchman Draws, signing off.